Hey guys, hopefully the signal is okay because I'm outside in my garden, but I'm so excited to be joining you for a little manifestation alignment ritual. This is going to be quite a practical ritual because I am into practical magic in general. So yeah, I'm so excited to begin with everything. I love to welcome you here, welcome you to my YouTube channel if you're watching this on YouTube. Welcome to my Instagram if you're watching me on Instagram. And yeah, I'm just so excited to get into everything. Now, do I need to do anything like add a something? I've like never done a live before. This is my first live. So yeah, I think everything's good. I think everything's good. So yeah, I'm just gonna light up this beautiful purple manifestation candle that I've charged with some good vibes for us, and hopefully the wind does not blow her out. But if so, we are resilient here. So yeah, I just thought I'd talk a little bit first about the new moon in general, like what the new moon is. So the new moon is kind of a 3-day window where the moon basically appears dark in the sky. And this is a significant time because our ancestors would kind of use the moon's luminosity to navigate first off, but also they would use it to like by navigate I mean like tell the time and stuff like that, but also like they would literally also use it to navigate, like physically navigate. And by that I mean that, when the moon is dark, you can't really do too much, so everyone would kind of stay indoors, or if they could light a fire, they wouldn't go too far away from home maybe. And this was just the time in general. I said navigate twice, but they had two different meanings. So there we go. The new moon is great for navigating the next stages of our life as well. So we're in our comfort space, we're not doing anything too wild, but we are plotting our next steps, we're planning when it's the new moon. And speaking astrologically, a new moon means that the sun is conjunct to the moon, which means the sun and the moon are in the same sign. Many of you guys know it's Leo season, and if you want to know more about Leo season, check out my last video on my YouTube channel where I talk about Leo energy and how it will affect you specifically based on the house that you have Leo in your chart. So definitely check that out if that is interesting to you. But right now the moon and the sun are both in the constellation of Leo. Leo energy is very bold, it's very passionate, it's got a creative flair, it's very stubborn, quite luxurious. I mean, I'm a Leo, so not tooting my own horn here, but I definitely feel like something good to manifest today is something that does kind of take us a level up vibrationally. Maybe it kind of does make us a little bit bougier, but at the same time, this is some sage, by the way. At the same time, it's something that we're not just wanting to do for a one-time thing. It's more like this is our new vibration that we are calling in. Or the vibration that we wish to call in for a more longer term, because Leo energy is fixed fire. So yeah, that's something I just wanted to get into. But tomorrow is not just the new moon, actually, it's the new moon and it's also the Lion's Gate portal. So this happens every year. When I have a thing, look back at what you were doing last Lion's Gate portal, the one before that. Usually it maybe did something to do with travel, a new kind of experience, maybe meeting a new kind of person, learning some lessons. I did that little activity earlier and just looked back on what I was doing for the Lion's Gate portal for the last 2 years, and it really does talk about Leo energy, like encapsulated. So yeah, that's just something I wanted to dive into, what the new moon is, what the new moon in Leo is specifically calling in. So that's like our creative projects, our creative energies kind of being utilized to pave the way forwards for us. And even if we don't make the whole journey tomorrow for the new moon in Leo, we're planting that seed so that that seed can blossom and develop. So not just the Lion's Gate portal, but it's also the new moon. So that's why tomorrow is such a spiritually significant day, and that's why I'm here doing this ritual. I'd actually say that tomorrow is 2 p.m. in the UK, I think, so wherever you are, you might have to work that out, but I'd say it's like the most spiritually significant day to actually manifest. And so I'm going to lead us through a little manifestation ritual, and this is especially good if we may be feeling a little bit stuck, we may be feeling unmotivated, maybe like we don't know what we want to manifest, we don't know our vision, we don't know where we want to take it to next. And so this is just, I think, really great I hope you guys can hear me. Like, I just got panicked all of a sudden because I'm like, can you guys hear me? Is my mic on? It better be. But I'm just gonna unplug. Anyway, because I know that my phone mic does work. Cool. Just in general, yeah, I was saying tomorrow is a great day to manifest, especially long-term goals, creative goals, goals about related to like being seen and being heard and accepted and accepting ourselves even as well. So many of you guys know that for the Lionsgate portal, I am actually closing enrollment for Luna. So if you don't know what Luna is, this is basically the main way that I work with you guys. So we do spiritual mentorship calls every week where we go through different topics each week. The calls are also accompanied with resources such as journaling prompts, meditations, EFT tappings, so many different things so that we can really work to get as aligned as possible, because that's so important, and that's why we're here today. So like I was saying, this manifestation ritual for someone who doesn't necessarily know exactly what they want to manifest, maybe you feel like a lack of direction or something at the minute, maybe you feel like there are just so many possibilities open to you and you know kind of what you want to do, but you would really appreciate like some kind of vibrational roadmap on how to get there. So we're going to create that roadmap today as well. And this is, like I say, practical manifestation, so it's going to be almost like a productivity hack. Okay, so let's just go a little bit more into the Lionsgate portal, because I've spoken about the new moon in Leo, I've spoken about the Lionsgate, but the Lionsgate is so significant because I believe that it's the day where the brightest star in the sky rises and then it's visible for quite a long time in the rest of the year. I'm not 100% on that because I am more familiar with the numerological essence of the Lionsgate portals. So the number 8 in numerology is associated with balance, with harmony, but it's more infinite balance, infinite harmony, things like duality and polarities as well, like the balance between maybe masculine and feminine energies, balance between karma, because that's like good and evil, the balance between, let's say, spiritual wealth and material wealth. And the number 888, for instance, is a very abundant number, and just in general, like the 88 portal is a portal that does bring abundance, it does bring spiritual downloads, it does bring spiritual lessons. And so this is why it's such a good time to manifest. Okay, so this isn't talking about compromising your spiritual needs for your material needs, or compromising your material needs for your spiritual needs. This is about the infinite cycle of give and receive in life, and the fact that we can actually let them both feed into each other. Our material needs can supplement our spiritual needs, and our spiritual needs can also supplement our material needs. And so let's manifest for your material needs, your spiritual needs, for all of your needs to basically be in perfect balance, union and alignment with each other, so that they can really put good energy into each other rather than being like on opposing ends of the spectrum. So yeah, the number 8 is associated with Saturn, and Saturn is quite a karmic energy, but it also does lay down the foundations for a plan to build on, or for a society to build on. Like Saturn is very strict, it's very regulated, so this is a great time to set call in and visualize our energetic boundaries of the energies that we wish to attract and wish to expect and manifest, because then it will be able to swim to us basically. So yeah, as many of you guys know, Luna is closing tomorrow, so if you are wanting to become part of the next enrollment of Luna, you have around 24 hours to do so. I'm not going to do it exactly at midnight where I close the cart, but yeah, if you miss out, feel free to message me, but spaces are limited. There are 3 spaces left out of 8 spaces, so if you're wanting to join, there are 24 hours left, and I'm so excited to work with you. It's a 3-month program and it's quite hands-on. We get a lot of contact together, so yeah, if you're wanting to know more, just book in for a discovery call where we can talk about everything. So yes, moving in even more to the theme of power and boundaries, I think that those are definitely themes that Leo energy talks of. I mean, Leo energy is associated with the solar plexus chakra as well as Capricorn energy, so we're getting a lot of Saturnian and kind of sun vibes from this new moon in general, and this is just a great time to really put that long-term energy into our creative projects and trust in our power. We have the Magician here, so this speaks about welcoming a new energy and finding that cosmic loop, that cosmic balance. Like, to be able to manifest, we have to be able to let energy flow from the divine through our body and out into the physical world. That's how we were conceived even. We didn't just start from nowhere. Like, it had to be manifested from the cosmic realms, and everything that's birthed does come from the cosmic realms. So we have to be a good medium to allow that cosmic energy to flow through. And what do I mean by that? Well, if we have an energetic blockage that says, maybe it's stored in our root chakra, and it says you will never have enough wealth to, do what you want in life and not have anxiety about spending money, etc., then even if you're, kind of manifesting more money, because of that imbalance in your root chakra, it doesn't matter where it was formed from. It could be from a past life, from this life, from something someone told you 2 days ago. I'm not sure. It could be from anywhere. But when the energy comes from source, it becomes trapped here, and it begins to just create tension and friction. So we really need to be aligned so that we can be a channel for our manifestations to flow through, and we can actually give our energy to the projects that we care about without all of that resistance, maybe limiting beliefs, emotions, thoughts, vibrations, whatever is stuck to our energy field. We really need to, with the magician, be a clear channel to receive. And also, like, we have to be able to direct the energy. That's also what the magician card speaks of as well. So receiving that energy and knowing where to direct it, how to direct it, and that's all associated with the solar plexus chakra. Knowing that we have the force to manifest our goals, we have the force to get from here to there. It's not an infinite distance away, and especially when we can use the law of attraction to magnetize things, having the trust in ourselves to magnetize our goals, to move towards our goals, and for it to not be like a shit journey as well, for us to actually enjoy the process of manifesting our goals. And when we have blocked energies, blocked chakras, it's harder for us to enjoy the process of achieving our goals, because we will be met with resistance in the form of limiting beliefs, or maybe unhelpful people, because everyone is us pushed out. And so the beliefs that we have about ourselves and our goals, if we are not in resolution and peace with ourselves, other people will often begin to reflect these to us. Same way, if we have a goal and we're not doing the energetic work, we may feel something like jealousy when we see someone else with our goal, rather than joy, because we are seeing what they have and we feel like it's not possible for us. And then we see them and we're like, oh my god, this person has this goal that I want, like, I hate them because of that, basically. When it's like, you only hate them because of that, because you feel like that isn't possible for you. And the truth is, with a healed solar plexus, you know that everything's possible for you. So if you are looking for help in healing your solar plexus, you can book a discovery call to work with me one-to-one, but also just check out the video I made, I think 2 weeks ago, on my YouTube channel, on messages to heal your solar plexus chakra. So, do I feel called to pull any more cards? I mean, the Magician is a pretty fitting card for, new moon manifestation vibes, but let's look to see what we can do to have faith in our ability to really latch onto our goals and to manifest. So the 10 of Cups speaks about pure bliss, and we have the Ace of Wands as back of deck energy. I don't know if you can see, guys. The 10 of Cups does speak about, bliss, harmony, union, family, community, coming together and feeling. Do you see how all of these cups here are feeding into each other? So imagine this as the 8-8, okay? Masculine and feminine energy, material, spiritual wealth, Imagine, see all of those lines there, and know that when we are in unity and when we are balanced, these can feed into each other. And it's about letting each. This is a long journey that the 10 of Cups has gone through to get each cup so unblocked that it's able to feed into all of these other cups, okay? Rather than, you don't see one cup over there just draining the energy of like 2 or 3 of the cups. Like, no, they're all in harmony, they're all in balance. And I think that this is just talking about working to align. So if the 10 of Cups speaks about happiness, think of this as 10 happy cups. If one of these cups, say that's your social life, is unhappy, then that will drain energy from the rest of the cups. So we need to be able to hold this 10 of Cups vision for ourselves and realize that when one thing is out of balance, it's our duty to ourselves to bring that into balance, and to trust with our solar plexus that we actually can do that we can bring it into balance, and that it's not out of our power. And especially, in this example, say our relationships are out of balance, we also realize and take ownership and realize that that's something inside of us that is allowing that situation to manifest. It can sometimes be difficult to manifest that, especially in the complex situations that we can sometimes get ourselves into, especially when it feels like the universe may be singling us out to learn a lesson, especially with the square between the sun and Uranus yesterday. I feel like a lot of us were learning some karmic lessons, but it was all in due course, because with this new moon, it's really about like using that energy that we actually were able to free yesterday and using that for like a higher purpose. And using that energy, it's like, imagine the sun conjunct Uranus was one of these cups being extremely blackened, extremely fucked up, almost removed completely from the whole scene. So we were then able to look at this cup because a situation was presented to us that allowed us to see where one of our cups may not be being filled. So we were able to look at this cup, and now that we've looked at it, we can begin to put new energy into that place. So if there's anything that came up for you in the last day or 2 days, maybe that would be a great thing to manifest, especially if it's something to do with, you know, being empowered and feeling empowered to be your best self as well. That would be a great place to manifest. But I would like to begin with a energy clearing meditation. Let me hydrate, and feel free to hydrate too. I love this water bottle so much. It just fills me up with so much life force, and it's so big. I'm so grateful. Okay, so with this meditation, we just really want to declutter the energy field. So we're going to start with just noticing the sensations in our body. Maybe the first sensations that we feel called to, and how they feel. If there's any pressure in that place. And then lovingly extending that focus a bit more externally to maybe the sounds around us or some of the objects around us, just mindfully observing. Amazing. And then we're finally going to take the attention to our breath, not changing anything. Just noticing the way that our breath feels. And using our breath to draw our energy inwards, inside of ourselves. Maybe energy that we have left in different places as we journey through life. Maybe we left it at our work, maybe we left our energy with our friends. We're just drawing all of that energy back with our breath and letting it sink in our body into our heart center. Good. And again, we can place our attention on some of the situations maybe in the last day that maybe brought up feelings that weren't so pleasant. So counterintuitive, but maybe made us feel anxious or stressed or emotional. We can just begin to, one at a time, just run through a brief snapshot of the situation. And then once we've finished thinking the thought, we can kind of place that away from us, somewhere in the energy field around us. So we're going to do that maybe for 2 or 3 different thoughts or situations. Now that we have those situations out of our energy field because we've thought them, and in the surrounding energy field, we can imagine these with the help of our spirit guides. We can ask our spirit guides to step in and support us. We can imagine these lifting up like balloons and getting higher and higher. These are helium balloons, so they're gonna rise, and they're gonna leave our aura completely. Just surrender to this. And allow our spirit guides to remove the emotional and auric pressure of these balloons from our energy field. We don't have to hold on to these anymore. Great. And now again, focusing on our breath, maybe making our breath a little bit deeper now. And out. In. And out. In. And out. And now, again, just thinking about the idea of an aura and recognizing that everything that we are is in our aura. It's in our energy field, which surrounds us, and we're walking around with this aura every day of our lives. Here are intelligence, our thoughts, our beliefs, our emotions, our fashion preferences. All of these things lie in our aura. And so if you want to, you can try now to tap into your aura and see, is there anything in your aura? So to do this, you can maybe think about, where intuitively you feel like there may be something in your aura, whether it's around you, inside your physical body, maybe it's in your shoulders or your knee. Just really being intuitive with this. There's no right or wrong answers. This is a guided download. And thinking about what this represents to you in your aura. And just observing this. This again is super intuitive, but ask yourself or even ask your aura if there's any way that you can bring the situation into more alignment. So maybe, for instance, it could be something that is stationary in your aura outside of your energy field, and you could ask it to begin to move around rather than staying so fixed in one place. Or if it's in your shoulder, you could tap it and move it to the other shoulder. Just bear with me on this one, it may sound crazy. Maybe if this is something that you're wishing to manifest and it's currently, suspended, you might ask it to be cooled down to the earth, to the ground, where it can become manifest. And really feel what this shift in your aura means for you specifically, what it would mean in your life for this to happen. And what it would look like physically in your day-to-day life if this change happened in your aura. Amazing. So again, calling back your energy, back to your root chakra at the base of your spine, and really bringing your energy down now, becoming very heavy, allowing any unmanifested thoughts, emotions, ideas to grow heavy, where they can reach the earth. And you can visualize sending roots from the base of your spine into the earth, traveling through the soil beneath you, going further, wider and deeper, until your roots wrap around the core of the earth. Amazing. And as this happens, just imagine golden rays of light traveling from the center of the earth up to your physical body, and just receiving that light. As you receive this light, you can repeat these affirmations 3 times with me, either in your head or out loud. I am ready to align. I release what no longer serves me. I nurture the present moment. I am ready to align. I release what no longer serves me. I nurture the present moment. I am ready to align. I release what no longer serves me. And I nurture the present moment. Amazing, amazing. So now we're going to move into the manifestation ritual part of things. And this first task is kind of drawing our energy back to the idea of, things existing in our aura, whether this is something that you have to do, or something that you're scared of, wherever it's in your aura. I just want to really stay in that energy and tap into our auric field. So we've done some work already to do this, and so now I would love to declutter our mental to-do list. It's very practical manifestation, like I say, and I would like you to grab a pen and a journal if you don't have one already, and write a list of 10 things that are currently in your energy field, on your to-do list, let's say, in your mental space, things that you have thought about recently that you would like to do. These could be big or small. It could be tiny, in fact. It could be like paint my nails. It could be run a marathon. Don't let that limit you. Just literally go for whatever you feel called to, whatever's been in your energy field, and choose the 10 things that come to you first. It's a very intuitive activity. Maybe you would want to choose things that you'd feel good after doing these activities. Maybe things that have been building up for a while now. Maybe you've said, for the past 3 years that you would eventually love to launch or release an EP. Maybe you haven't washed the dishes in a couple days. Okay. And these could be, self-care tasks, work tasks, chores, meeting with friends, family, meditation, studying, making a business plan for your dream business, exercise, whatever you feel like the most cool to do, basically. Amazing. Hopefully you've written that list now, and if not, just pause this if you're watching the replay. But I want you now to really tune in again with your aura, with your auric field, your auric energy, your vibration, and think about something. I would like to think about something that just feels right for you today, in 5 years, maybe in 1 year. A goal that you have that you can do today and you can also do in 10 years, and that will just feel amazing for you. So we're writing down a goal that we feel hella aligned to today, whether it's for the new moon or for something else. What is one thing that you would like to do or see or achieve? One thing that you are calling in for the new moon in Leo. What are you calling in? Amazing. So now you've written down that goal. I would like for you to look down at your list of 10 things and choose one thing on that list that will get you the closest to that goal that you just set, your big vision goal, let's call it. What one activity out of those 10 would make you feel the closest to achieving that goal? Okay? So now that we have that in our head, we are going to do some scripting. And usually I do like to script with a journal, but I feel like it can be equally efficient and have even less resistance to script or to journal using our voices. Like, we use them most of the time. Amazing. So firstly, I just want to say, like, when you're doing this scripting, you can really like record it on your phone and then listen back at some point. Or if you can use this technique again and again. If you ever want to do some quick manifestation, whip out your phone, do some scripting, and then you can actually play that scripting, while you're making breakfast or while you're doing something. You can reuse that scripting over and over again. So we're just going to go into this now. So I would like us to start by telling the universe, it's going to be about 30 seconds long. We're going to tell the universe, in the present tense of course, what we are currently grateful for, and we want to try and get as many things as possible into these 30 seconds. So you ready? Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Cool. So time is up. Okay, cool, the connection's fine. So now that we've done that scripting, we are going to spend 90 seconds scripting about that goal that we're going to do. We're actually going to do it today. So on the list of 10 things that will take you closer to your manifestation, we are going to script as if we have just done that task. And we've done that task in order to get us to that big vision goal. Okay, and at the end of the day, we're going to move into the future a little bit so that we can be in the present tense when we're doing the scripting. And I want you for 90 seconds to basically talk about how amazing this goal felt, how much you love doing this. And I'm going to lead us through some prompts as we do this. So I'm going to start the 90-second timer and just begin with, I am so happy that... Okay, let's go. Why does that make you so happy? Okay, what did you do today? Was it easy at first to do this thing, or were there some hurdles you had to get through? Okay, so now that you've done this thing, how is this going to help you to manifest your goal? Amazing. How did you make this goal easy for yourself? Or this task easy for yourself? And how did you make this goal more fun for yourself? And again, just say, I'm so grateful for doing this thing. I had such a great time doing this thing. Fantastic. That's amazing. So now that you have done these affirmations, if you've recorded them, fantastic. You can listen to them as many times as you want for the next 28 days as this goal is manifesting. So good job for recording yourself. But if not, then now would be a really good time to do some aligned action. What does that mean? Aligned action is moving from a place of alignment, so aligning to the vibration that you want to be in, and then taking action, not taking action to get there, aligning first and then taking action. So I would really recommend, if you're serious about your goal, if you really want to manifest it for this new moon, spend 30 minutes. You can set a little 30-minute timer after this this live, where you just dedicate to your goal. It doesn't have to be anything big, like it could be, depends how much you want to manifest, but just even half an hour of the tiniest little step is going to actually put a lot of good stuff on your plate, because this is some aligned action. We're we've already called in that vibration, and now that action that we take is going to allow us to get there. So, you know, just doing this task that we said is the most beneficial task to achieving our goal for 30 minutes, even if we don't complete the thing that we were saying. Say if we say we want to go on holiday, well, maybe we can just look at holidays for 30 minutes, but you don't have to book the holiday and go on holiday and be there, you know, but we're making that journey. So yeah, that's just something you can do whenever you wish to call something in. I've never done an affirmations rampage for 90 seconds, and the thing that I was manifesting didn't show up. So I would say it's a really good technique. It works really well for me, and I'm so grateful to be able to share it with you. So we can do a little bit now, a little bit of tapping now, just a few rounds of tapping, just to really release energy that we may have to do with our goal. So we can start here at the karate chop point and just basically copy what I'm doing and repeat the affirmations that I'm saying after me. So I feel as though I lack direction. Sometimes I know what I want, but then it's like, how do I even get there? I don't know if I have the right skills or the right tools. And I know there must be some tool in the universe that can help me, but it's really far away. And for some reason, the universe doesn't want to help me manifest my goal. Or that's how I feel. Maybe I just haven't asked the universe in the right way. And maybe that's what I need to get into the practice of doing more often. Because it feels really shitty to not achieve my goals. And it feels really shitty to feel alone and unsupported. And I don't want to feel that way. Big dogs. And I don't have to feel that way. Amazing. So now we are going to run through some tapping. We're going to start on the top of the head, move on to the third eye, the side of the head, under the cheeks, the mustache, the chin, the collarbones, back of the arm, and then we're going to bang our wrists together. So we're going to do a few rounds of tapping now, just to really latch into this energy. So when I think about my goal, when I think about my incredible big goal, I feel excited at first. When I think about just the idea, but then I try to make a plan for how I'll get there. And I just feel stuck. It feels like there's a million different directions around me. And a million things that I always have to do. And maybe even a million different ways that I could achieve this goal. So how do I choose the right one? Because I can see my goal. I can feel it. But it's so far away. I don't know which direction to even travel to get there. And I know that it doesn't matter deep down what direction I go in. That as long as I'm taking aligned steps and regularly telling the universe what I want, I'm moving in the right direction. It's just hard to see that sometimes. But truly, every step that I take No. Every aligned step that I take brings me one step closer to my goal. In fact, it literally magnetizes my goal to me. Because I believe in the law of attraction. And I believe it's not really about how hard you work. It's about your energy. And so I get my energy right. And then I take aligned action. But sometimes I think about taking aligned action and I don't really see the point. Because I don't think that it's actually going to help me to get to where I need to be. Because my goal's too far away from me. And I just can't see a way forwards. And I feel this deep sense of lack. Where instead there should be gratitude. Because if I truly believed in myself, I'd feel grateful that I even have this goal. And so, instead of lack, when I think about my goals, the goals I'm actually trying to manifest, the goals that I actually want to manifest, I just stop with all the lack. Because I realize that lack is my worst enemy. Thinking I can't do something, well, that lives in my aura. And that blocks my vibration from manifesting. And so when I sense lack, I trade my vibration into gratitude. Maybe I bring up this manifestation ritual and I say some affirmations. It doesn't really matter what I do, just that I feel good about what I'm doing. Because when I feel good, I can take aligned action. Amazing! So there we have our little tapping script. Hopefully we were able to clear some energy. Maybe these were energetic blocks that we have towards our goals or towards our ability to manifest in general. But the aim of this is to really just get us to an aligned place where we trust in ourselves and our ability to manifest our goals. That's why we spoke about the solar plexus and Leo energy at the beginning of this little live in general. So yeah, I am so grateful to have been in your company for this live, and I just wanted to say that if you are wanting to join Luna, definitely do give me a message, because the doors do close tomorrow, and so it will be great to be able to connect with you. I think the next cycle opens up in 3 months, so Luna is 3 months long and the next cycle opens up in 3 months. So if you're interested in joining, send me a message. I'd love to talk to you, and I really hope this manifestation ritual was beneficial, and I'm going to be posting this on IGTV and on YouTube so that you can watch it every new moon if you want to, whenever you feel a bit energetically stuck, like there may be energetic clutter, you want to clear your aura, you can literally use this as many times as you want. So I'm so grateful for being able to connect with you, and I hope that you have an incredible new moon, an incredible Lionsgate portal, and yeah, I just love you so much, and thank you so much for being part of my community. I hope you're having a beautiful day. Bye. Okay, this is my first live, so I'm not actually sure how to turn this off. Do 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 do. I don't know what to do.